joining me. This is Christian Education TV. You know how I do it on a daily basis. I bring you all the headlines, but today there is something different. Not just something, there are things, actually many things different about today's headline. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss today's headline for any reasons. Let me give you a highlight of what you will be expecting in today's video. In today's video, I will bring you the graduation ceremony of Jewel Modern Secondary School. Over the weekend, they had their graduation ceremony, and of course there were a lot of dignitaries, parents, students, a lot of things happened that very day, and trust us, we were there live to cover the event. So a parent went further to advise other parents on how to go extra mile concerning the payment of their children's school fees. I will bring you that video also later on in today's headline. And finally, interestingly, over the weekend, my humble self and the CCO of this organization were opportune to attend the birthday party and book launch of Professor Desmond Oyemechi Okocha. Yes, we were there live and it was very interesting. But then later on, my colleague Lizzie Juma will be joining me in the studio to bring this full story, details of how the event played out. But quickly, let's dive into today's headline. And interestingly also, we will be bringing you headlines from the Crystal Education Desk. Yes, it's new, right? That's how we roll. Then let's quickly dive into the headlines for today. Your actions could create ripple effects that extend far beyond. Reverend Folayon charges graduates. Let me read the story in details. Reverend Folayon Michael Oluwasegun, speaking at the graduation ceremony of Jewel Secondary School, Kubwa, Abuja last Saturday, charged the graduates to be mindful because their action have the potentials to create ripples of changes and effects that extend far beyond their immediate surroundings. Congratulating them for their hard work, dedication, and perseverance over the years, he reminded them that each person's journey is unique and the paths they take will depend on their interests, skills, and circumstances, advising them to stand truthful in life at all times. He further challenged teachers to put in their best as it is essential for creating vibrant, effective, and educational environment, and also to forgive any graduate who in any way or the other offended them during the course of their study in the school. Mr. Folayon urged the management to acknowledge teachers through award, public praise, and sharing success stories within the school community, and also to accept constructive feedback as this will help the school grow. Okay, let's quickly hear what he has to say in person. I'll be right back.
I'm here first to celebrate my daughter, Hepzibah, who is, of course, graduating from this school. She had been a part of this school for the past 16 years. I brought her here to the daycare at six months old, and from 6 months went from daycare to the pre-nursery, to the nursery, to the primary, and of course she had completed her secondary education here today. Secondly, in a capacity as the special guest of honor, as the guest speaker for today, and basically I'm excited to be here, appreciating everyone who had been a part of the journey from day one till date, and to appreciate them for the good job they had done. To the graduates, they are going into the outside environment different from the normal Jewel they had known, and also preparing their mind ahead of the challenges that they will meet, and letting them know that the world is expecting them to shine. It may not be that rosy, but at the end, they will surely make something out of life. The circumstances outside, the environment outside may not be fair on them, and they must prepare. They must understand that they have today arrived at one of the bus stops of life, and life has various bus stops. So ending a secondary school like this is of course one of the bus stops that they have arrived at. To the staff members, starting from those of them who might have felt offended in the course of these children who had schooled here, maybe a child has offended you at one time or the other, they must learn to forgive and move ahead. I also, of course, advise the school authority of the need for them to appreciate the staff members who have been of tremendous help in training these children. On behalf of all the parents who are here, I want to say a big thank you to the management of Joel for taking good care of them within the period they have stayed in Joel Secondary School. It's a privilege to have our children trained and nurtured here, and our prayer is that Joel Model School will continue to go up and higher in Jesus' name.
Let's dive into the headlines for today. I'll quickly begin with the Tribune newspaper. University VC applauds Governor Uzodinma for clearing 450 million naira monthly salary bills. And then we quickly move into the Legit newspaper that says Premier's Ayodele prophesizes about phenomenal step all Nigerian students and ASU will take. You know how I do it here. I just bring you all the headlines while you go straight to our website at www.crystaledonews.com.ng to read the stories in details. Now we move on to the next story. Knocks anxiety as UI proposes massive increment in school fees. Now quickly we have the newsnow.com here. Our schools in terrible condition, no roads and water. Delta community cries to governor. And then we have a story here also that says MBTE unveils online programs for HND conversion to BSc in 1 year. Also, MBTE launches initiative to support HND holders. MBTE unveils online top-up programs for HND holders. Now quickly go there to read more on that story. We have a story here that says Konga guarantees massive discounts, special deals for back-to-school campaign. Nigerian to expand education access through student loan scheme. UBA committed to boosting financial literacy in northern Nigeria. This is coming from Usoro. And then we have a story here that says Henkel celebrates anniversary with sustainability awareness. Basic education. HDI MacArthur Foundation unveils Lagos Suburb action plans. And then we have a story here that says outrage over proposed tuition fee hike in UI as ERC Youth condemns the proposed hike. Now this exact headline is coming also from the Crystal Education Desk that says 2023-2024 academic year. Be ready to take loans, go extra mile for your children, parents charge others. Now I think at the beginning of this headline I made mention of that, and there is actually a parent that came out to charge other parents to go extra mile. Considering the economic situation of the country, I know it is turning hard on everybody, but this particular parent has come out to say education is a basic need for every child. Now you have to go extra mile to see that your child or your children get that good foundation. Now quickly, let me take the story in detail. A parent has charged other parents to brace up and be ready to go the extra mile in the coming 2023-2024 academic year as economic realities. In an interview with Crystal Education Media, Reverend Folayan Michael urges parents to be prepared to go extra mile to give their children that solid foundation that they need. Okay, quickly, let me leave you with the video from Reverend Folayan Michael. I'll be right back with my colleague Lizzie Jumon. She will be coming in to give you full details about the birthday and book launch of Professor Desmond. I'll be right back.
Well, financial reality is something that is real to everybody. And one thing about children education is you as a parent must be prepared to go extra mile to give your children that solid foundation that they need. So many a times as a parent, we may need to take loans, we may need to take overdraft, we may need to plan ahead to see how we can meet the educational need of these students, how you can pay their fees, and of course, one should not wait until the term or the session resumes before you pay the fees. So as you plan ahead and God provides for you, you pay the fees. You can even pay it ahead. It will be a relief for you. And of course, Joy Model School also allows you to do part payment. You can split your payment into 2 or 3 as God blesses you. So if you have money, you can pay like 30%, pay another 30%, you have 70, or pay 40, and then you can balance 20 before the exam. So all these avenues are the avenues we explored to ensure that we could cope with the financial need of the school.
Welcome back from that very quick break. Now, just before that break, I had promised to come in with my colleague, Lizzie Jumo. She will be bringing you full stories about our outing on Saturday. Like I said earlier, my humble self and the CCO, Mr. Chuks Kwesta, were live at the birthday party and book launching of Professor Desmond Oyemechi. Now, that was a very, like, I'm not stretching it, I'm not exaggerating. That was a very interesting event. But then, let me leave you in the hand of my colleague.
Yeah, straight to the final updates for tonight. Iconic praises as Associate Professor Desmond Oyemechi Okocha marks birthday and launches book. It was an interesting event on Saturday, the 12th of August at Wuse when Associate Professor Desmond Oyemechi Okocha had his birthday in a renowned manner with the release of his book titled The Ancient Anchor, Reclaiming the Enduring Roadmap to Excellence.
Bleak leads to a horsey life. As many of us as are close to him in one way or another.
But here is Michael, great man who discovered his purpose early in life and committed all his time to read that purpose.
Yeah, here is the book. It's a very interesting book.
We are unveiling this book in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Who believes and hopes for a better Nigeria, who believes and hopes for a better world, should read this book. I can tell you, as I said earlier on, it's a mini Bible, like a compass to navigate our sojourn on earth. It's for everyone, both the young, and the language is very simple. Like whether you are just semi-literate or literate, you can understand the concepts.
Well, the book, as I read it, covers...
So that is a literature for a lot of students, yet unborn and those who are existing, to even leverage on and expand in their prowess.
And today it's not about the journey, it's about saying it's a community. Today is the closure of the journey and the beginning of our life. So I say to you, let's join hands together and begin another journey. Thank you very much.
Yes, you've heard it from Mr. Desmond Oyemechi. He actually said that this book is not limited to a particular audience, yes, but parents and children, they can actually have access to this book because it had interesting content that will educate everyone and anybody. Quickly, if you also want more details about this book and about everything he said, just go down to the link down there, click on it, and you'll have more details to your disposal.
Okay, that was a nice one. You heard it all from my colleague Lizzie Jumo. She had said it all. Now you would want to watch this video. Trust me, it was very eventful. Let me use that word, eventful. It's a nice place to call the show a wrap for today. It has actually been a very eventful week right here in Kwesta Education TV.
Yeah.
Now do well to go straight to our YouTube page to watch each video as they drop. Yes, we'll see you again tomorrow. Do have a nice evening.
Bye.
Bye.